Welcome back to Let's Play Whitetail. I'm in school. Alright, well, let's just let the intro play. Why not? Just like waste time, yeah. Just delay the inevitable. I just like, as I've said through various points of this LP, last year was when I first played this game, and I played the shit out of it because I was like, clearing all the endings on all the difficulties and all that, and ghost list, the figurines. I mean, the ghost list and the figurines was alright. It was just playing the game multiple times. Eventually you get burnt out on it. And the same things happen to me now, because I had to do practice runs. Because I was like, well, I don't want to, play through hell modes here and get the wrong ending like I did with ji-hyeon. So I was like, okay, practice runs. Also during that, I got the trophy for the, pervert one that you have to do 10 times, which wasn't very nice at all. Like ji-hyeon in the background there, out of curiosity, I was like, so how does ji-hyeon react to that? And I was like, I immediately regretted it. So I just kind of stuck to like start of the game, aim to complete that with Sung-ha instead. So I got that trophy, not the proudest trophy. I even got the one where that freaking ghost in the toilets pops up 30 times, man! And no wonder why it took me so long to get that, because when I was playing for the game multiple times, I barely ever would have to hide in the bathroom from the janitor. Because I just got so used to the game that I could easily avoid the janitor. Granted, a lot of it was on normal and well, not very easy, but easy mode. But I did play through a few times on hard mode as well, and didn't have too much trouble. I even did the light puzzle thing in a way that I hope doesn't go quite so bad on hell mode, because it probably would, because that bloody light puzzle is the main thing I'm dreading. It's like I'm not even dreading the figurine collection at this point, because I know where they are. It's like there's 7 in total. I already showed the first one with hee-min Lee's figurine in the previous part. That one's easy to find. There's one, well actually there's 3 in main building 2. There's actually there's 3 in main building 1 and 2 technically. And there's 1 in the new building and 1 in the auditorium. And of those 2, well, 1 that's in main building 1 and 1 in main building 2 require getting a small master key, which you have to use typewriter puzzle you gotta clear, which requires going to the new building as well and solving, the time puzzle so you can backtrack to, in order to do that and get the key and then go on from there. So that's gonna be a bit of a pain in the ass of that. And also, the home economics room. I hope that one works out well, because I don't know how it will work on this. Because you can obtain the key on hell mode, but I'm just kind of like, is that going to be even there? Anyways, before we start, ending collection. See that on the right there? 100%. So it was a case of, all I had to do was just complete the ending, the last ending on the hell mode, and 2 pieces unlocked to complete it. So I've done all that, got all the endings 100% on both. You know what I find weird about that picture there in the middle? Is that's obviously So Young there, and that's obviously gotta be her sister Naya, right? Looks absolutely nothing like her when you see her in game. If you haven't been paying attention, I'm not going to explain any further on that. It's like, we've seen Na Young, but she looks nothing like that in game. I guess that's kind of what happens. I don't know. Is there anything else to show there? Well, I'm not gonna show the figurines. We're gonna like get them all now. I've already like done the Ghost collection. The Ghost collection is kind of fun. It like has, I mean, it's a pain in the ass, but it's kind of fun. It adds to the game a bit, you know. But just when playing through the game multiple times, it's really old. Challenge yourself in the most horrifying, difficult modes. I think what made it easy, you know, playing on easy mode and normal mode, that I kept playing through in order to get the true ending, because I kept screwing up, and I was like, okay, what am I doing wrong here? And eventually, of all things, like a trophy guide showed the choices, and one of the choices was, you know, one that I didn't pick, and I was like, I didn't realize that, and I don't even know how that makes sense, that that choice is the big influencer on the ending there of the choices I picked. But the thing that threw me off even further was I like found a Steam forum of someone that had a similar problem, and they listed like the guide that they were following, and it had the incorrect choice on that. So that's what they were doing wrong there. They weren't picking the correct choice. That was the one thing that screwed them over, much like myself. When I kept playing for the game, only to get the Ivy ending over and over again. But I played through it twice, once on either easy or normal, and once on hard mode to confirm that that choice is what influenced the ending. So, we should be good to go. Yeah, I don't have time for this. This is the pain-in-the-ass thing about Hell mode. Is you can only rely on the autosave, and every time you die, you lose a pen. Every time you leave the game, you lose a pen. And once you run out of pens, game over. Like, proper game over. Not like, oh, just start from the last autosave. No, full-on game over. You have to start the game all over again. Which is why I hope I don't just, like, you know, have to... Man, it looks really dark, though. Actually... Shit, it's been a while. I've been playing Rune Factory Oceans, recording that. Not recently, it's been a few days. Maybe even longer than that since I last recorded for that. But I haven't recorded for White Day since then, so I forgot to bloody put the brightness up. Yeah, that sucks. So that's gonna make it a little bit more difficult. Anyways, hopefully I can get this, you know, done in like, at minimum 3, well at most, 3 record sessions. I'm gonna try to, you know, go for possibly 4 recordings in one sitting, just to get as much done as possible. How bloody dark it is! This is ridiculous! You can't even see that! I'm gonna have to bloody turn the, what was it, the saturation that I turn up to make it brighter. I'm gonna have to do that after this recording here. This is ridiculous. Cause like, I can't see shit, your viewers can't see shit, it's kind of a problem, you know? It's why I'm glad I didn't clear Hell mode for ji-hyeon's route on Hell mode, you know, in the LP, because that would have been very much hell, because it would be too dark to see at the end, and I'd probably get more game overs than I did when I actually did.
How do we get in? Yeah, I wonder how we can do it. Oh my, you totally startled me just then.
Man, look at how the cops got him back at the TV. There's a hell of a delay. Sorry, I didn't know you guys are here. One thing the trophy guide mentioned, though, well, doesn't mention, it just
I've
shows
seen
the choices.
him. He's a new transfer student.
Really?
Anyway, I'm leaving. See ya.
Is it marks choices for like all these scenes as well to pick these choices, but it doesn't actually matter.
I'm Sung-ah Kim, homeroom 8.
It's like the only choices that really matter is when you actually interact with So-young. Any of these choices, you can do whatever the hell you want, from what I can tell. And you just gotta avoid annoying So-young, you gotta do all the right things. Otherwise, you'll just get a Ivy ending. I'm Hee-min Lee.
This was out of the blue. But it's nice to meet you. So why did you come to school at this hour?
I left something here.
Yeah? I'm glad that you're here. You are going to help me out.
Okay, what am I gonna be happy with you?
Just something. Follow me.
For like the 800th time. Man, this is what burnt me out on the game last
Ji-hyeon
year.
and I didn't know what we were gonna do.
Playing through the game
Goodness, a guy like
just
you
like
showed
multiple times really gets
up.
repetitive.
Definitely have what it takes to help me. Welcome! First time in the girls' bathroom?
Hee-min's like, do you have any idea how many times I've seen this scene? It's ridiculous at this point. Okay, that's what kind of help you need in here. It's always the same review.
Why? Worried I want something weird? I left my book in the home ec room. I can't get in because it's locked. I happen to know that the keys are in the auto shop classroom, but it's locked as well. But you can crawl through that vent up there and get me the keys.
Yeah, just thinking that. The Resident Evil games, they have the trophies where it's like, oh, complete the game in a certain amount of time. And I just never been good enough at the Resident Evil games to, even comprehend playing through them multiple times to get that good at them. But then it's right there, right here. And like, it doesn't have any trophies for clearing in a certain amount of time. It's just like, in the case of difficulties, clearing them on either difficulty. And in hell mode, you got clearing it 7 times and then 10 times. Which at the end of this playthrough would mark the 10th time I've cleared hell mode, so I should get that trophy along with the platinum trophy. But anyways, when I played through So-young's true routes and the practice runs, I'd cleared it in like 2 hours and maybe 7 or so minutes or something like that. So I can beat this game really fast if I really just get on with it, And then like with Ji-min's route, I can clear that in like a little over an hour. The main route, a little over 2 hours. I've gotten so used to the damn game that it's pretty much just a cakewalk for the most part. Well, I'll probably, take back that as this playthrough goes on because, it has been probably about a year since I played Hell Mode for the main route, the main game, because playing on Ji-min's route, you kind of don't have as much of the janitor bollocks as you do in the main game. I mean, with Ji-min's one, the main issue with it is, the insta-death kind of bullshit that you encounter, as opposed to the janitor just constantly pursuing you. Anyway, alright.
Thank you. I knew that you'd help. We'll need a ladder, and we'll also need some sort of cutting tool. Why don't you look around? If you look around the school, you'll be able to find things you need.
Man, it's routine at this point. I do this every single time I play this game. Practice run on no. This is what I always do. It's routine, man. Oh wait. What? This is the right one, right? Oh wait, oh did I already do that? I think I already did that. Did I? Oh yeah. I guess, yeah I did, didn't I? Yeah. Routine, man. Did I get the... yeah, I did. It's just like... what is this? There's just like... half this stuff doesn't even matter because I'm not going for the ghost list collection. But I still have a habit of picking up this stuff anyway, you know. Going back here. Know the ins and outs, except there's one thing, right? That puzzle with the spider and the weights. I can't remember where one of the weights are, and I'm just like, where was the other weights? I can't remember, so there are some things I can't remember the location of. Yeah, depending on how hellish this playthrough becomes towards the later half, I may or may not, you know, just like use the small keys just for the hell of it, you know. Unlock some of the ghosts collection while we're at it. Probably not.
I think I saw a ladder by the auto shop earlier.
Oh, you mean this ladder? I always do that as well. Gotta make her statement redundant every single time. How many times do I gotta tell you, young man? Don't come into school after hours! Alright, now I'm gonna stuff you in a locker. And since we don't have big lockers, it's gonna take quite a bit of effort to get you in there. Yeah, I don't know why I still have the tutorial thing on. I could just turn that off. It's just like I just can't be asked to turn it off. So every time I play the game, it's like bong, bong. Oh, that's one thing actually. When I'm playing through the game on very easy, well, not very easy, but easy mode, I noticed the ghost head woman doesn't show up at all. At least I don't recall it showing up. I think she shows up on normal mode after a while, which is primarily more persistent on hard and hell modes, which makes sense. Bit weird that they make it so that you can't actually solve a lot of the puzzles for the ghost collection on lower difficulties. It just kind of feels a bit weird. Same with, you know, not being able to encounter most of the ghosts, if any, really, so on the lower difficulties. You kind of miss out on some stuff, you know? Granted, a lot of the ghosts you encounter do require, you know, well, in some ways knowing where to look, really. They're kind of well hidden. For some reason I was just pressing R1, we haven't got the lighter yet.
Oh. Huh. Not bad. Thanks a lot.
This girl seems dangerous. I think the jabs is crazy too.
You're not trying to scare me, are you? I'm not that gullible. Oh, but did you know? This school used to be a hospital during the Korean War. Rumor has it the whole school is haunted because so many people
Don't know why she gets cut off there every time.
Maybe the rumor's true. I mean, especially on a night like this. Boo! Did I scare you? I guess you don't like ghost stories, huh? Oh, the doors are probably all locked by now. They lock all the doors after 10, except for the lecture hall lobby, that is. If we want to leave, we have to go to the lecture hall. You know the new building, lecture hall, and here are all connected, right? Here. This is the key to that hallway there. Could you open it on your way out? Go ahead. I still have something to do. Huh? You didn't leave yet?
I always do that every single time. It's like, hey, you didn't leave yet? No, you gotta talk to you first, even though it accomplishes absolutely nothing. My god, look how dark it is. I can't even see outside this window. I can't even see much of the window itself, let alone outside it. I mean, granted, there's not much to see, but you can see bits of the building usually. You can see the occasional tree, you know, and the sky, but you can't see shit. How about in a brighter room? Well, you can kind of see the sky, I guess, so that's something. You can kind of see trees silhouetted, and the walls of the building. That's one thing I observed, was that main building 1 has 4 floors, but you only get to explore 2 floors. The reason I say that is because, like, well, technically, when you go up to the 2nd floor on the stairways, it's kind of sealed off with a shutter, I think, if I recall. But if you look outside the windows and look up, you can see that the building actually goes up to a 4th floor. And the lights are off on the 3rd and 4th floor, so I suppose it's just kind of blocked off during the night, I guess. I've played this game so many times as well that now I kind of know the janitor's names a bit more. It's a bit more in memory. That guy's name is Bongdu Lee. I'd actually look through some of the documents you find in the game just to see like which janitors they reference and all that. Just, you know, because I was kind of curious if there was any information I missed. They don't mention him by name though, but there's one document directed at him.
Oh, that was close. If you sneak in at night, the janitor gets terribly angry. If he catches you, the punishment is harsh.
The punishment is death. Punishment? Is that what you call punishment?
What do you mean? Anyway, he's nice in the daytime. You're the transfer student. I'm in your homeroom. Remember?
You know how she says that he's nice during the daytime? There's actually apparently a reason for that. And I don't know how much truth there is to it, because I just remember reading it on the White Day Wikipedia fandom wiki, and it mentioned that essentially the janitors are kind of possessed during the night in order to, you know, prevent students from, you know, getting into the school during the night or something like that. My god, she looks terrifying. I think it's just the darkness that makes her look scary there. But, yeah. Yeah, you were with So-young earlier today, right?
You know So-young? Well, I guess everybody knows her, actually. I'm ji-hyeon Sol. You're hee-min Lee, right? Anyway, what are you doing here at this hour?
Again, it's like, that's a trophy guide I mentioned. It was like, it had specific choices, most of which were like, essentially pretty much giving the cold shoulder to both Sung-ah and Ji-hyeon in the interactions. But you don't actually need to do that. You don't have to be like, oh yeah, I have something to give Seo-young. You can pick whatever choice you want here, essentially. But you know what? Let's go for that. Let's be a bit truthful here. I have something to give to Seo-young.
Oh, really?
Not errands this time.
Tell me something. I always see you alone. Don't you have friends?
I got you.
Huh? Oh. Yeah, that's right. But you'll make more soon. Okay, I'm going to go now. Be careful.
You know, one annoying thing about this section is the janitor literally spawns outside every single time. You can't see a damn thing. Even more so with the bloody capture card. And on like normal difficulty and low, you can just barge through the door there and the light will come on and the janitor won't be there. But if you just turn it on and like try to get light and all that, he will just pretty much just open the door. It's really annoying. But on hard mode and hell mode, I assume would be the same. He's a bit more of an asshole. I can't see where I am. Oh, there he is. Can't see shit, man. Just gotta wait for him to lose. Man, if it was really this dark, like in-game, then really the janitor shouldn't be able to see us, but I'm not sure if it's supposed to be this dark. Well, obviously it isn't. But you get the idea. The capture card does that for some reason. It's like it's fine when the game is, you know, fairly bright and have a lot of color. Like Room Factory Oceans, for example. When it's a game like this, it just makes everything look dark as shit. I can't even see where the doorway is blocking my way. Gotta pick everything up. I guess he really is out of the area. Now the extra annoying thing is, which I really am gonna have to turn the saturation up for, is simply turning on your light that can alert the janitor on hell mode for some reason. I mean, you know, the little hints the game gives you, where it's like, oh, you can, you know, when you pick up the light, it tells you, oh yeah, you can avoid getting detected by the janitor by, you know, using the light to get around dark areas. But it's bullshit on hell mode, because it doesn't apply. You turn on your light and the janitor will suddenly just come right into the room and be like, It's really annoying. Let me just check. I want to see. I'm pretty sure it's boarded up. Yeah. It makes it look like there's like... Well, it does kind of go up, so it does give the indication that there is a third floor. But it's like proper shutter. Like, as opposed to, you know, having a door within it. It's just a full-on shutter. Just shut off. I can't see shit. Like, there's no reason to look at the doodles because they're not doing G-Mins right out now because I've already cleared it. Well, you know, still have a habit of doing that regardless. Speaking of Ji-min,
Oh, gosh! Whoa! What was that all of a sudden? You scared the heck out of me!
I just realized something. I forgot to pick up that bloody freaking figure.
How come you're still standing there?
I forgot to pick up a figurine of myself. I know it sounds weird, but you know, something I have to do in home, mate.
What is it? What do you need? Don't just stand there. Why don't you answer me?
Let's be rude. You're blocking my way.
Yeah, whatever. I am so sorry. Wait. I don't think I've ever seen you before.
I just got transferred here.
No! Same class as So Young? One after another, they just keep coming. I gotta beat them off with a stick.
Do you like doodling?
What? Note? No, I don't know. Anyway, we should turn around and go back since it's locked here. I told you this place was locked.
You know, again, tip for you if you try to get the Jasmine ending for Ji-min. Do not do what I just did there, you know? Well, in more ways than just that. Don't talk to her after the scene. If you're going for the Jasmine ending, pick every right choice during that interaction. So be like, hey, can you move aside? And then you're blocking my way. And then it's like, I haven't seen you before. And then do you like doodling? Then in the next choice, the next scene with Ji-min, pick the choice to both choices that basically accuse her of being the one who's stalking So Young. And then on the final interaction where you go to save her, what choices was it? I think ask if she's alright is the first one, and then point out that the schools are locked, all the doors are locked and all that, the exits. And then I think the final choice is the one I can't quite remember off the top of my head. I mean, you could just save before, you know, doing that scene. But I think it's the right choice on that one. I can't remember. You'd know if you're on the right track if she says, hey, we can meet again soon, right? Man, it was, I totally just realized after all this time it was bloody hee-min that bloody closed the door, not her. A lollipop, what does this mean? S-Y, does this mean So Young? Glitches. Well, it's SYJM, so initials So Young Ji-min. I still don't really understand Ji-min's character. Like, the backstory with that girl that's in that picture in the ending collection gets explained in the text messages when he plays Ji-min, but it still doesn't really make all that much sense to me. It's very vague. This right here, look, Mr. Son, that's the younger janitor's name. Although it's spelled differently when you like choose his costume and all that, so that's a bit odd. It's so dark I cannot see. Gonna have to call it apart at some point because this part is gonna suck from here. But you know, turning the saturation up a bit, quite a bit, just so I can bloody see where I'm going. My god, it's super dark. This is like an episode of Ghost Adventures where they're just like, oh look, bro, this is how dark it looks for me, and then it's like, wow, can't see shit. We need the saturation, and saturation is night vision. Well, no, it just makes it a lot easier to see. You know, you can actually see shit when the saturation's increased. Not the brightness. Brightness doesn't do jack shit. It just makes everything look white. Oh shit. Right, I'll call it a part there. We will start our retreat into the stairwell in the next part, where I have the brightness, well, not the brightness, saturation turned up. So I'll see you next time, viewers. See you next time.